Hi, in this session, we will see the form interface and the global definition in SmartForm. Okay, so go to our SmartForm, click on change mode. Here you can see the form interface and the global definition. So before going into this, as you know, so every SmartForm required a driver program to run that SmartForm. Okay, so through driver program we can pass the variables, structures or tables as an input to the SmartForm. Okay, let's say you're creating a purchase order SmartForm, so you can simply pass from the driver program either the purchase order number. SmartForm will accept that purchase order number as an importing parameter, and we can write the complete logic in the SmartForm that can be displayed on the layout. Second, we can write complete logic in the driver program, and we can pass the purchase order number along with all the tables that can be EKKO, EKPO, LFA1. All tables we can pass as an input to the SmartForm. And without writing any code in the SmartForm, you can just display the values from the received tables and variables on the layout. Okay, so in the form interface, you can see the import parameter. This value will come from the driver program. So let's declare one value as IP underscore EBELN. I'm taking just only the purchase order number as an input from the SmartForm or from the driver program. This will type as EBELN. Okay, we can make as passed by value or optional. If you want to pass the table from the driver program, then in the tables you have to mention the table name and the type. Okay, now as we have declared the IP underscore EPLN, that is a purchase order number inputting parameter. Now let's do some data declaration. So in the global definition, we can declare the global variables. That is nothing but a data declaration. That can be a variable, that can be a structure or a table. In the type, we can do the type declaration. In the field symbol, just like we use the field symbol in ABAP, so we can use the field symbol here. In the initialization block, in this tab, we can write the complete logic. So all the importing parameters that we are going to use here, that importing parameters will be mentioned here, and the exporting parameter on the right hand side. We can also write the form routines which we want to use in the program. That can be used, the form routine can be used here. And the quantity currency field. If you are using any quantity currency field, just mention that field name which is declared here in the global data. That field name you have to display on the left hand side, and the corresponding type we have to mention here. So system automatically assign the properties of that field. Okay, now let's go to global data. So as we have already declared the GS underscore EKKO, type this. Now we'll take as the EKPO, let's say GT underscore EKPO, type standard table of EKPO, declare one work area for the EKPO, type EKPO. Now let's declare some type declaration for the vendor name. Just like ABAP coding we can do here. Begin of TP underscore LFA1, end of TP underscore LFA1, listener, type listener, take name 1 as type name 1. Okay, So we have done a type declaration. Now difference to this type, we'll create a work area and the internal table. GS underscore LFA1 type TP underscore, I think I've done LFA1, listener LFA1, okay. Type TP underscore LFA1. Now GTN, okay, we require only work area. We don't require the table here. Okay, because we require only work area. If you want to declare table, then with the same type the standard table of mention the type name. Okay, now go to initialization. Here we are getting the purchase order number as the input parameter. So type that here EB ELN, and in the output we have already have the header table with idle line item 1, that is GT underscore EKPO, and GS underscore EKPO. Okay, comment all this block because we are not working on this right now. Now we can write complete logic here. Select single all from EKKO into corresponding fields of GS underscore EKKO, where EPLN equal to this value. Okay. Now if in GS underscore EKKO EPLN is not initial, then first select listener name 1 from LFA1 into GS underscore LFA1, where listener equal to EKKO listener. Then insert the line item. Now select all from GT underscore KPO into corresponding fields of table GT underscore EKPO, where EPLN equal to this our header table EPLN. Okay, what we done? First we have selected the header data, then vendor name, then the PO item. Now here you can see the error message GS underscore LFA1 is unknown, because here I not declared the GS underscore LFA1, even though it is there in the global declaration, but this is systematically the error message if you're not mentioning that here. We just have to add that. Save, check GT underscore EKPO is not defined. GT underscore EKPO already have here. EKPO, go to global data. GT underscore EKPO, type is standard table of EKPO. Why it is giving error message? Go back. Oh, sorry. Select single all from EKPO into corresponding fields of table GT underscore EKPO. Now save, check, again giving error message. This is the complete ABAP coding. Okay, this is complete ABAP coding which we write in the SE38. That complete logic we can write in the initialization block. Okay, now what we'll do, go to First go to ME23 and this is the purchase order number. Go to SE16 AKPO. What we'll do, we'll print the value, we'll write some logic. Go to header table, that is EKKO. Here we are having the purchase order value in the field, let's say RLWRT. Okay, this is the purchase order value. Now we'll write some form routine to display this value in the local currency in the world. Okay, for that go to the form routine. First declare the global data. Let's say GV underscore amount, that will be take a scar 200. Okay, now go to form routine. Go to form routine. Here write a form, just we are writing in the web code. Form, that is amount to word using AMT changing word. Okay, now what I want to do, as an input I will be getting the values amount and we want to convert that into word. Okay, so in the form routine we are adding this form, and to add any function module we have to click here, that is a statement structure. In the call function enter the function module name. So I am using the function module name HR underscore I underscore change underscore INR words. Okay. Here pass the amount, and in return we'll get the value in word. Save, check, activate. Again go to initialization. Now what we write here, perform, that is AMT2 word using GS underscore EKKO. What is the field name? RLWRT, that is RLWRT, and changing GV underscore, what is the field name? Amount, GV underscore amount. Now we have to add that here. Save, check, activate. Okay, so what we have done, we have first seen the form interface, passing for the importing parameter. Then in the global definition we have declared some variables, structure and table. In the type declaration we have done the type declaration for the vendor name. Field symbol we will not use, that we'll see in the actual program. In the initialization we can write a complete block. In the form routine we have written the form routine. Currency field, okay, as of now I'm not using, that we'll see in the next section. Now what we'll do, go to text element, create one text element, now let's say your number, pure number. Now second is vendor, third we write the word total PO value in words. Okay, now here we want to see PO number. For that go to this field list, go to global data. Here we have the GS underscore EKKO, select the EBLN, drag and drop on the screen. Okay, now second we have the vendor, drag and drop definer here, give space, take the name. Now total PO value in words. You can directly drag and drop from here, or just go to the insert field here, GV underscore amount, save, check, activate, execute. Now here we have to pass the purchase order number. Let me copy this, execute. So you can see the PO number, the vendor, and total PO value invoice, that is 23 lakh rupees that we are done to the form routine. Okay, so in this way we have seen the form interface and the global definition. Okay, so in this way we have finished this session. In the next session we will see the flow logic. That is, in the flow logic we will see how to use the alternative, loop, program lines and command. That we'll see in the next session. Thank you.